we start it?
Let's go.
So, man.
I knew this was gonna happen.
I knew this was going to happen too.
So, man.
But yeah, man. I've been actually looking forward to having a podcast for a long time. So thank you very much for being my first guest here.
Thanks to you, James. Thanks to you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me, actually.
No, it's a pleasure.
First one of many more to come.
Yes.
Super excited for you, man.
Thank you.
What's the podcast name, maybe?
I still don't know, but it will have a name when you are watching this.
Tune in.
You'll find out.
Get a few ideas, guys,
Yeah.
to share with this guy.
But yeah, so we are in the same band. I'm in your band.
Oh yeah, we are in the same.
Yes, we are. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, it's really an honor, man. I think we've been playing together. I think since
November last year.
November last year. To
Yes.
be precise, I think it was like the 27th or the 28th of
Yeah,
November.
some Sundays.
Some Sundays.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a while, eh?
Yeah, man. I remember that first gig, I was shitting myself. That was like, I very much remember that day. It felt like a pivotal moment for me.
But where do we meet each other at?
It was at Jock's place.
Who's Jock?
Jock he connected us both. He is the drummer.
The drummer, yeah.
And, yeah.
Drummer, producer, mixer,
Now,
everything.
Working with Dodo.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a few other artists too. It's nice to see how everyone, especially the young people, I mean, we're also young.
Yeah.
Just coming through from the bottom, doing their own thing, bringing their own unique stuff. I mean, look at your stuff too, like.
But it's especially interesting, I'm feeling like in the Afrikaans industry.
Yeah.
Because it's been the same, or the mainstream has been very the same for a long time. So I think it's interesting seeing these new artists come up, like people like the Pisang Skala and yourself.
Banana Pills. Love them. But Johan Balt, actually interesting story, guys. Johan Balt plays for the Pisang Skala. You should actually go and check out their music. He taught me how to play guitar in the lockdown. So yeah, I've got a...
You were in the same high school?
Same high school, yeah. We're in the same high school. We're Landbou School Oakdale. It's an Afrikaans agricultural school in Riversdale. So yeah, that's where the whole music thing started. I picked up the guitar for the first time there. And little did I know, a few years later, I was going to sit here on the podcast with you and talk about music and everything that goes with it.
Yeah, man. Well, it's interesting because we've both been playing guitar for the same amount of time because I also started in lockdown. So I feel like these lockdown musicians are dangerous, man. There's a lot of lockdown musicians.
Are dangerous,
out there. They're dangerous, man. I've met so many good musicians that started in lockdown, and then you all just look at each other like, "Wow, how did you only start playing?"
Nothing is impossible actually, because if you look like at your, did you see like a lot of progression like since the day that you started up to now?
Oh yeah, well I mean,
in a short period, eh?
Yeah, I think the lockdown actually drove that quite often because you have nothing to do. You know, you're stuck in there. And that helped a lot of people get over that initial hump in which people would usually quit learning something new.
I mean, I quit a few times during the lockdown because I started playing, but I was so impatient at the same time. I said, what am I actually doing? And I left the guitar for like a few months, but then all of a sudden I just came back to it again. So it just shows like how powerful music is actually, eh? Because I just got that calling of, okay, dude, pick up that guitar again. Yeah. But
what can I ask? Because I know guitar has taught me a lot and music in general. But what do you feel like you've learned through the process of learning how to play the instrument?
Yeah. That's like a five mark question. I've learned a lot of stuff, James, like patience.
Yeah.
That's number one. Like I was saying, like there was a time when I was impatient and I learned to be patient, like not just in terms of playing guitar, learning something new, but just in general, like just be patient at all times, even under pressure. Don't fold under pressure. And the pressure that I'm talking about, let's say in terms of music, let's say on stage, if I feel something it's not going my way, it's the way that I'm going to adapt to it and how I'm going to solve that problem in that short period at the same time, because the show is going on, the music is still playing, my drummer Jock is still playing, you're still playing. So what's gonna make me like stand out or unique is, let's say, the patience and just to
or like that real time like problem solving.
Yeah, real time problem solving. Like, there's a problem now. What am I gonna do? The instinct just kicks in. So that's something that I learned like from playing guitar, and I've tried the clavier, also the piano, but there's a lot of instruments and stuff that I actually wanna try out. What can you play? Everything like
just guitar.
Just guitar.
And I sing, and you also sing. That's the most complicated instrument.
That's so true. It's the only
instrument that's attached to a body.
To a body.
Yeah, like depending on your sickness and what you've been eating, and
dude, but
it's a very interesting instrument.
So everyone can sing actually, eh? Because I always get
everyone can sing, but not everyone should.
Because I always get people say, "Oh, but you sing nice, or you sing beautiful and stuff."
Yeah.
But everyone can sing.
Yeah,
like,
it's an instrument. You learn how to sing.
Like you're saying, like it's a built-in instrument that you have, like in your body. Just but not everyone should sing. Like me.
Yeah, I was about to say. But it's actually interesting that you mentioned Landbou School Oakdale, because I wanted to ask you about that, because it feels like that has played a major role in where you are today.
Yeah, the agriculture. So the whole story is, I'm originally from Zimbabwe. I was born there, raised there until 6 years old. Then we moved to South Africa 2008 to a small town under a tree, Swellendam. That's why I grew up. You're also from a small town.
Yeah, Greyton.
Yeah. So I grew up in Swellendam, and I was in Swellendam Primary School. Then I went to an Afrikaans school because I was English from grade 1 to 7. At home, I still speaking Shona with my parents. That's my native language, my mother tongue. And then I decided to go to pure Afrikaans school. But I'm so glad I went there, man. Like I felt like I started doing stuff there that I thought I would never do, like pick up a guitar or focus so much on rugby.
Yes.
So I grew academically, sports. I grew, everything. I just became a new person there. Like it felt like I was born again there. I met friends who became brothers, and because it's just really, really small school. So I learned a lot. But the whole agriculture thing, it started back in Zim because my grandfather is still a tobacco farmer.
Yes.
So that's where the passion. Yeah, that's where the passion started. And when I went to agriculture school, passion just grew like each and every day. And I'm a third year final student now in Stellenbosch. So I'm having the time of my life, man. Making music while studying, and with the music, it's the traveling too.
Yeah, you have a full on schedule.
I've got a full on schedule.
Traveling with him, it's quite hectic because he'll wake up at 6 a.m. with a radio show. Then we'll have a 4-hour drive to the next gig. Then at lunchtime there's another radio show. Then he has to study. The next day is an exam. Then we're playing a late show. Then leaving early the next day again. Like it's quite full on.
Dude, you just summarized
what?
Yeah.
I've been actually wondering how you have the energy for it. Where do you feel like this comes from? And do you have anything that helps you?
I get the energy from tea. That's why I'm drinking tea now. From
Good to know.
Tino. But the energy, I love people. I feel I'm a very big extrovert.
You get energy from being around people.
Yeah, I get energy from being around people. But at the same time, I do get energy from being on my own too. And that energy, I just give it to other people again.
Yeah.
So it's funny how it actually works and stuff, because I like being on my own sometimes. That's when I pick up my guitar, jam a bit, write songs, and just me being me and my own time and my own place. And but in terms of the hectic schedule, it is hectic and everything, but I don't even feel it, man, because I've got the right support. I've got let's say guys like you and Jacques, my band, and my family members, friends, and all the people who support me.
Yeah, and you're a very well connected guy. Everywhere we go, you have hey look, we don't pay for hotels. anything. You just has a friend in every town, every city.
But that's where the whole like school thing comes in, because I made a lot of connections at school, and I like, as a student, I like going out with friends and stuff. So you never know who you walk into, man. Like I can go out tonight, and I can walk into someone who I can connect with for the rest of my life. So I love going out, and that's what I'm saying. I love people. I just love being around people, learning from others, and also to share like my ideas and stuff with other people, and just connect. If I can put
you're
it
a people's person, a people's person.
People's person. I think I'm gonna start a
men's.
a party, what is it? Political party.
Yeah.
Political party.
Yeah.
People's person.
The people's person.
Out for
party.
people's person party. PPP.
The triple P. But to actually circle back to the Oakdale thing, I've heard you mention before, and obviously you're in the Afrikaans music industry now, like you in Afrikaans culture every day. Like that's your daily.
Yeah. And I love it.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. You really seem like you feel at home in the culture of Afrikaans.
Yeah. So, like I mentioned, Nana, was that a cough or a sneeze?
A bit of both.
Bless you.
Thank you.
But like I mentioned, Nana, I'm originally from Zim, so my culture is actually I'm a Shona culture.
Yeah.
So the whole Afrikaans culture thing, I picked it up here in South Africa, and I fell in love with it, man. Like before the music, even like just the culture and the people, and I feel like the reason why that happened is because I grew up in a small town.
Yeah.
Swellendam is I wouldn't say it's an Afrikaans town, but there's a lot of Afrikaans people, and everyone knows about everyone. Everyone supports everyone, and I had a lot of Afrikaans friends. Let's say in primary school and pre-primary school. And at high school too. Most of my friends here are actually just Afrikaans people, most of them. And I just fell in love with the culture, man. So I'm studying in Afrikaans. I think in Afrikaans.
Yeah. You think in Afrikaans?
I do actually. Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I do think in Afrikaans. Like if it's actually funny because it has always been Shona.
Yeah.
And there was a time when it was English, but since I started making music, man, like I've been thinking in Afrikaans.
My Afrikaans has gotten a lot better since I've been playing with you and been in the Afrikaans music industry.
Really, man?
I went to Afrikaans high school.
Yeah.
And even then, I just had the system set up with my friends. Like, I'll talk English, you'll talk Afrikaans, and we'll pretend it's the same language.
It's the same language?
We just don't even notice it.
You were in
Oefraberg.
Caledon.
Caledon.
How was it, man?
How was it?
Yeah, for you.
You know, it's like one of those things when you're there, it's really shitty. But then when you look back, it was actually kind of nice. I think a lot of people can relate with high school experience for them. Because then you're so keen to get into the real world, and you get into the real world, and you're like, hang on, there was not that much of a rush. It can be a bit shitty.
And I also
sometimes.
feel like up until high school, like I feel like I'm still being fed by people. I don't have to do everything.
You don't have to think about stuff like that.
I don't have to think about stuff. But now after high school, I'm on my own now.
Yeah,
it's starting to get real, man. Like it's the adult world now. But I still love this too. Like there's a point where you have to come and just to operate on your own, because my parents recently moved to the UK.
Yeah.
So they're staying there now in a small town called Reading, and it's far, man. It's not 2 hours drive to Swellendam anymore to go and eat mom's pasta or something like that. So but at the same time, like I learned a lot, let's say in my first year and second year, like being alone in the hostel and stuff, just doing stuff on my own. So now I don't even feel the pressure of them being away. But yeah, if you have to take me back like a few years back, let's say primary school or high school, dude, I was gonna cry. I was gonna cry. Even though
like you was just like you three when you came into the country.
Yeah.
And so like
just us
you're only people from your homeland that where you were around. Like you didn't have cousins.
Exactly.
Things like close by aunts. Anything.
Nothing.
So it must be a big deal when they have to go.
Yeah. So most of my family is still in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
And it's hard. I can't go every day there to go and visit them or something. So before my parents actually moved to the UK, it was a hard decision for them to make. My mom didn't want to go. She was thinking about me. You're gonna be alone, but I told her I'll be fine. I do have my connections here. I do have, let's say, a lot of friends, and I even have family here too. But most of my family is in Zim. So I told them just to take the opportunity, and I feel like they got the breakthrough now.
Yeah, it's a really good
this age. Yeah,
I must say it's incredible. I don't, obviously I'm looking from an outside perspective, but from what they've done in terms of like coming from Zimbabwe and now getting to go to like first South Africa and then the UK, it's a massive. Man.
Yeah, no, it's really
massive.
Yeah, so proud of them actually. Yeah. It just shows like life can take you anywhere. I mean, my dad is 47 now, my mom is 43. And that's, that at this age, that's when they got their breakthrough, I feel. Yeah. Where other people, for instance, get their breakthrough at 21. Some people
like
get
you.
there. Nah. No, we must still get there, James. Yeah, I must still get there.
I want to just talk about this because it's very interesting. You've told it to me, but I want to share it with the people watching.
Our fellow people.
Our fellow South Africans.
Fellow South Africans.
The story of how you blew up, the video that got like lots of views on Facebook. I think it was Facebook, right? Or Instagram? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, do you mind like sharing that story with the people?
I do mind. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, man. Then we can move on.
No, James, so I literally, it wasn't my intentions to go into like the music direction, man, or the music industry, not at all. But what happened is I posted my friends and family members. When the first time I picked up a guitar and started playing and I started humming with the songs, started singing, they liked it. And as long as if I can make people happy with just at least one person, then I'm the happiest person on earth, man. So they motivated me to post some videos on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok and those social media platforms. And I did that. And then I fell in love with this one artist, Jan Blom. He's my that's my idol, man.
Yeah,
that's my idol. The way he writes, the way he does his live performances, his artistic thinking and brain.
He's like one of those people. He's an artist in every aspect of their life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not just music.
Not just
everything
music,
is art.
Stuff like this.
Yeah.
He can do that everything for you, and he's very clever too. But yeah, I fell in love with his music. I related with his music for the first time that I started like listening to it actually, and then I made a cover of a song. It's called Ruby. I posted it on TikTok actually, and then on Facebook too. And then his manager Zenta Kimdo saw it on TikTok or somewhere, and then she sent it to him, and he sent it to her, and then they just share the stuff among each other, and the next moment just saw a Facebook Messenger from Zenta asking me if I want to take my music further. I don't know what to say because it's lockdown. I can't ask my parents because they don't understand Afrikaans and the whole culture thing. So I was on my own. I had to make that decision, and I just said, man, just take the opportunity. Like you're gonna lose nothing from it. And I took the opportunity. I signed with the very, very nice people and
funk music.
The best record label in my eyes. And I'm very, very happy there, man. And they welcomed me with open hearts. Kobe Kun is the MD or the owner of Funk Music. So that's when the whole thing started, and I just realized, okay, Tino Tenda Singer, this is happening now.
And when it happened, like when Kobe comes to you, how much of you is saying, "Oh, this is awesome! I'm so excited," and how much of you is like, "Fuck, I think they got the wrong guy here. I'm not good enough for this," you know?
I would say like 60% of myself told me like, I think they got the wrong guy here. But the other 40%, it was a strong 40%, which I actually like. I believed in myself. I said, okay, dude, take it away, man. Like this is your chance, because I've always had like that rugby mindset.
Yes,
I've always wanted to play rugby. Up to now, I still want to play rugby, man. Like professional rugby.
It's still possible, man.
Yeah, it's never
I think
too late.
we can chuck you in the squad. I think we need can you kick? I think Mani needs a bit of help at the moment.
I think I can kick, man.
Yeah.
I think I can kick.
I think you could do a job.
So I've always wanted to play rugby like professional and stuff, and I've always relied on my rugby to take me further, like in life. But it just shows that.
But
like,
you did get some rugby offers.
I did actually. Now that you mention it, yeah, I did actually. I got an offer from the Free State Cheetahs. I got an offer in Japan to play rugby. Potchefstroom, the NVE, Marty, Stellenbosch. That's the one that I actually chose later on because I thought in the longer term I do want to have something behind my name.
Yeah,
and that's the studies. That's what I'm studying now, agriculture. At least I'm almost done now. And the last offer was actually in the UK at the Jersey Island.
Really?
Yeah. So
wow.
yeah, but at the end of the day,
was it a difficult decision?
It was very difficult, man. It was really difficult, but I didn't make that decision. I feel like just life itself made that decision for me. And just
so did you? Was it a decision that did it bring up a lot of stress for you, or did you have a kind of a gut feeling of which way you should go?
I didn't want to stress myself out just because of a decision that I must make. I mean, it is an important decision, but I didn't want to stress myself out. As long as I could study, then I was the happiest guy.
So that was
my main that's my main priority now too. Like even with the music and stuff, my studies is number one, and then the rest follows, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to fail. I don't want to do 16 years on a 3-year degree.
No.
But you studied too.
Yeah.
Music.
Sound production.
Yes. Okay. How was it, man?
It was good. I learned a lot, but then it came to a point where I kind of just wanted to get into the industry sooner rather than wait 2 years and pay a lot of money.
Exactly. Yeah. Because makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Studying at these kind of private institutions is very expensive, and my personal belief is that the 3-year degrees are kind of stretched out. There's a lot of filler work in there. They could teach it to you in a year. And obviously you do learn more over the year, yes. But generally it's quite, for what you're paying, the value for money, I don't believe in what I was doing.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Was worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's your honest opinion, man. I mean, if I thought the same thing too, because I can't say I can relate with that situation that you were in, because I didn't study music, but I actually love to go and study music, because you can't read notes. Like in terms of music, I also can't read notes, but I'd love to
produce.
To produce, and also like to get some theory behind the music too. I mean, it does come with the advantages, if I can put it that way. But at the same time, time. I think that's the one thing that's just stopping everything. Let's say a lot of people have plans, stuff that they want to do in life and stuff, but time is always there just to break that momentum sometimes.
But so then how do you qualify how you spend your time? Like, are you very big in, like, step by step your priorities, like what gonna take the most of your time?
Yeah, so definitely the studies.
Yes.
Definitely. No, let me say the music actually. No, let me go back to the study. The studies.
Your mom's watching.
Yeah. Let me go back to the studies actually.
Smart man.
Yeah, the studies is actually like I said, it's my main priority. So most of my time I do spend going to classes, writing tests, writing exams and stuff, doing practicals, and then the music is just turning around the studies. So if I get, let's say, some shows somewhere, I'll first look at my study schedule and see, okay, what is happening that day or what is happening that weekend? Can I do the show? Can I adapt the times maybe and stuff?
Yeah.
So I'll always try my best to make sure that I come out where I'm supposed to be. Let's say if I have a test today and there's a show tonight, I'll make sure that I study for my test, I'll write it today, and then tonight I'll make sure that my transport and stuff is ready.
Yeah.
If I have to fly somewhere, I'll make sure the flights are on the right time and stuff.
Yeah.
But
so you don't miss flights?
I've missed a few flights before, but that's not the worst that could happen.
We can move on. So there's actually quite a few Afrikaans-based record labels out there. And I want to know, what your experience is with funk compared to what you hear about the other kind of labels that are out there.
So to be honest, I would see funk is like a private company or just a small little family of three. Not really three, but just comparing it to a family of three. Where the others are more commercial and they're big, and I think you can hear like in the type of music too, like the more commercial stuff comes from your bigger record labels, and with funk or any other smaller record label, you can hear, okay, this is it's not too commercial, but at the end of the day, it's literally just one big industry, but at the same time very small, especially the Afrikaans industry. But it's one. It's at the end of the day, we just one, and you need your commercial stuff. You need your more soulful stuff. You need your sad songs. So yeah, that's how I see it. But funk music, it's a really small record label. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone knows everyone's style, and but I'm really excited for what's like lies ahead.
Yes,
not just in front of me, but for everyone. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that might think that the music industry is just a competition. Everyone is trying to compete with each other. I don't see any reason to compete with each other, because everyone is just trying to do their own thing at the same time, the same thing. If you understand what I mean. So that's why I'm saying I'm really excited for everyone, especially for us, the younger generation that's coming through from the bottom, shooting our way up. But it's not possible without our role models or heroes that laid the path for us, like a Kurt Darren or Jan Blom, Leonie May, or whoever it is, Anton Goosen. So thank you so much to everyone who tarred the road for us, because they showed us which roads and stuff to take, and we find inspiration too. Like me, when I write, sometimes I find a lot of inspiration from the older stuff before my generation or before my time. And
if you could go back to a time in music, like which decade would you travel to?
I love the 80s, man.
Of that time.
I really love the 80s in terms of the more commercial stuff, in terms of English and Afrikaans now.
Okay.
But in terms of instruments and stuff, I'd say the 60s and 70s.
You have to go 60s.
That's your Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
That's your Stevie Ray Vaughan and B.B. King. That's because I actually listen to more English music than Afrikaans music, although I'm an Afrikaans artist.
So you don't only want to be an English artist?
Nope. I've got lots of plans, James. Even if it's in 20 years time or 30 years time, that I can do this, but I really want to. My long-term goal is to go back to my motherland, to Zimbabwe, and do a full 3-hour set in English, Afrikaans, and Shona.
Okay.
So that's my long-term. That's my long-term goals, and I'm going to do that step by step, baby steps until I get there. But I've already started with some English projects that I'm working on and writing, and I'm super excited for it, actually.
And what is the kind of I'm guessing most people back home, Zimbabwe, don't understand Afrikaans. What's the kind of support that you're getting from them, and like how are they seeing it? Are they seeing it? Are they seeing what you're doing?
Yeah, but yes, my people are seeing what I'm doing. I'm sharing everything with them too. At the end of the day, I always tell people, like, music is a language on its own. You don't have to understand it, but as long as you can just feel it, then you shana.
What's about feeling?
Yeah, it's about the feeling, man. Because I saw my parents don't understand Afrikaans, like I mentioned earlier, but I saw my mom this one day singing along to one of my Afrikaans songs.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing to see that, man. And back home too, most of my family, they don't understand a word that I'm singing, but they feel it. And as long as they can just feel it, then I'm happy. So
it's actually interesting because like we all know you don't have to understand the words of a song to feel it.
Exactly.
So I have this interesting thing when I listen to music. I have to really pay attention to hear the lyrics of what's being said. And like, 'cause I just feel the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you relate to that, or do the words stick out to you?
I do relate to that, man. I do relate to that. I don't know if I can use this like as an example, but with the more commercial stuff, yeah, you don't have to understand it. You just like the vibe, like Despacito. Do you know what they're singing about there?
I don't know.
Me too.
I don't know.
Do you like the song?
No.
I was hoping for yes, but it's one of those songs.
But
like,
I understand your example.
Yeah, everyone knows the
It's
song.
catchy.
It's a catchy song.
It's very catchy.
Despacito. We don't know what they're singing, man.
Yeah.
But with the more soulful stuff, I'll definitely like, if I don't understand the language, at first I'll just feel it, but I'll do my homework and translate that song and make sure, what are they actually singing about in this song? Because I love it. But with Despacito, I wouldn't necessarily like translate it, because I just it's a
go. It's a jolick.
It's a jolick.
Yeah. Yeah.
So exactly, I hope that makes sense when I say
No,
that.
I know what you mean. It's also interesting what you're saying about the feeling, because I recently heard that like the vibrations of the music actually enter your body and like makes your body's organs kind of like resonate at that frequency, and then like it comes out of you. So like you actually become one of the instruments if you're listening to music, like in a live setting or something.
Yeah. It's amazing, man.
There's something beautiful about that. It's not just it's the frequency thing, but it's also like everyone kind of drops into the same energy in the same headspace.
Yeah.
Everyone's in the same place. Or you bringing people into your space.
Yeah.
You sharing a part of you. Like, what is it that you love about live performance?
Yeah. Dude, I think, I don't know, I think you've seen it too, or just realized it too. Like every time when I get on stage, it's not the same Tino that was not on stage, let's say a few minutes before that. I just become not a different person, the same Tino, but I go into like a different world, if I can put it that way, for that 1 hour or 45-minute set that I do. And when I'm off the stage again, I'm just back in the rat race, if I can put it that way. So it's like a trip that I'm actually catching while I'm on stage, man.
But does it feel more like a show, or does it feel more like that's actually truly who you are, the person on stage?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah,
a bit of both.
Yeah, a bit of both. Yeah, a bit of both. Because then I see people, a lot of people, let's say in front of me, but at the same time, I don't see any people. Like I just see myself like doing what I love, and but the other part of me also sees people and seeing.
You're an entertainer.
Am I?
Yes.
Yeah, I love engaging with the crowd. I love cracking a few jokes on stage. Yeah.
It's also Olaf Bear.
Yeah. I love cracking a few dark jokes on stage sometimes.
Dark dark humor, or like
dark humor, yeah.
Okay, I thought because you do tell jokes about your darkness.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, here's a couple of go-tos. If you've ever gone to like more than one, you're gonna get the reoccurring
you're gonna
jokes.
Get the same stuff at this.
Ek is wettig in die land, as jy
Yeah, I am legal in the country. Everyone who just wondered.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love engaging with the crowd. Like I said, I love people. At the end of the day, it is about those people in front of me while I'm performing for that hour or 45 minutes. It's about them. I write music, or most of the music, for them. And then, I don't know, you're a songwriter too. I don't know if you also get times where you write music for yourself, and but you still share it with everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Are there some songs that you've written? Because writing can be a very vulnerable thing. Are there some songs that you've written that you will never play for anyone?
One. So far just one that I know of that I've written. I don't think I'll ever release it. I don't think I'll ever play it to anyone.
But it's special for you.
It's very special to me, yeah.
Do you play it for yourself?
I just listened to the song, because I recorded the song like on my phone, but it's it's I wouldn't say it's stupid actually, but I know what I'm writing about.
Yeah.
I know what what it's about and the whole depth of the song. And it's not something that I would like share with the world or something. Yeah, it's more of it's my song.
It's personal. Lekker, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Podcast. My tea's done. I don't know if you're gonna make me some more tea.
My tea's also done. I think we can get Jock in here to come fill that up.
Come base man.
Okay, but so now you started music in lockdown. You fell in love with guitar. You fell in love with the writing process, all of this. And now you're not doing it full time, but you might as well be. You could be doing it full time if you wanted, because you are studying.
Yeah.
You could be making enough money to do it full time. What has your experience of the actual music making process in terms of writing and performing, and now that it's a business as well, how has your opinion of it changed? Has your enjoyment of it changed? Has your relationship towards it changed?
Definitely, especially with music. What I realized actually, like when I actually started like to get into the thing, is this whole thing actually started when I was still young, because I always loved music. I just didn't realize it because I always had cans in my ears or earphones listening to music. I love rap. Well, I used to listen to a lot of rap, like the 2010 type of rap, Lil Wayne and Rich Gang and Birdman, all those people. And then now I'm doing something opposite than that, but I can still get inspiration from.
It's like as different as it could be.
Different, man, but I can still get inspiration from this genres or this artist or something, which is way different. And like you said, now like in the lockdown, I fell in love with my guitar and I fell in love with music. But I also realized since I started making music, I fell more in love with myself too. And and I felt more connected, like with my people, let's say friends and family.
Well, a lot of your people that you know, you've met through music. Your friends, would you say so? Would you have met new friends through it?
Yeah, okay. I've made lots of new friends through music, but I wouldn't say like most of them. With through music. I think most of my friends I just met through, let's say, rugby at school and just me being me around people. So that's where I met most of my people and friends and connections that I've made so far. And I'm keen to meeting lots of new friends. So guys, could please give me a follow, Tino_music. DM me so that we can become friends.
Nice.
Facebook friends.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm really excited, man, like for the whole future, not just for the music, but just for the future in general. There's a lot that still has to happen for a lot of people.
And your English and your Afrikaans music, like when you're writing, what is there a difference between the two when you write them, or not really? Just the language.
Just the language, yeah. I feel it's just the language, and but especially with the Afrikaans, I feel like some songs just write themselves.
Okay.
All I have to do is literally just
be there.
Just be there and put it down on paper and pen.
But that's the best kind of song.
That's the best kind of songs, man. One of my favorite songs that I've written so far, Afstaan, I feel it's a song that just it wrote itself.
Well, that song, it seems to have really resonated with people in a deep way.
Yeah, in a deep way.
Meaningful way.
Yeah.
What is some of the feedback you've gotten from people about that song?
I was very curious, like, not just with Afstaan, but with all of my songs, actually. Like, before it's released, I'm always curious. But I'm sure with each and every artist, it is like that. Like, you're curious to see what people's reaction is going to be. And what I expected is what I got from people in terms of reaction. People loved it. It's a very soft song. It's not a party song.
Yeah.
But people loved it. People can relate with it because at the end of the day, it's Afstand, translated in English is distant. I know what it's about. Since I come from Zimbabwe, I've got a lot of family there, and I do miss them most of the time. And the whole distance thing can be an issue because I can't go there. I can't just decide to go to Zim now, just to say hi or something. So yeah, that's why I wrote the song so that people can relate to, because I know some of my friends, a lot of my friends also have family members from far away or long distance relationships. So that's when just wrote Afstand, and it was born. The final product is as it is, and I was so happy just to see like the song is making moves like with some of my role models, let's say on the charts, man. Like
top 10 RSG, meneer.
RSG and Luister FM. So that's when I see stuff like that. Once again, it's not a competition like comparing myself. Oh, I'm number one or something. Not at all. But I just love to see it, because then I know, okay, I am actually doing something right, and that is giving people what they want and making people happy and helping people. I got an email a while ago from an ex-policeman. I think he was like in the police industry for like 30 years, if I can remember it right. And in the email he mentioned like he's suffering from depression now, and he just wanted to say thank you for the music, and Afstand is one of the songs that actually like it helped him, and it's still helping me. So it just shows like
but that must feel really special for you.
It was very special for me, man. No, it was really special for me, because at the end of the day, I do want to know where's my music being listened, at what time, and who is listening to it.
Yeah.
But
like that's the dream, because I've had similar experiences of people responding to something I've made, and then and then they'd just be like, okay, I don't know how I found this, but I needed it. This helped me. I just sat and thought about this thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a lot of people's dream. Like, that's the dream, If you're making music, you're sharing a part of yourself. To know that people are out there appreciating this, it's helping them. It's massive.
It's massive, man. Once again, I'm going to keep hammering on it. Music is really powerful.
It is, man.
It's really powerful. Like, it climbs into people's souls. I don't know what the world would be like without sounds, if I can put it that way. It's like, just imagine it, man. Like, it was going to be depressing, eh? Like, just a world without
no dance,
without sound.
Yeah.
So I'm really thankful for music, and I'm really curious to see how it's gonna grow, like in the future, like how, like as we get more modern, like how's music gonna adapt, and how.
So, but that's an interesting point.
It's really
because now we have to talk about AI.
I knew we were gonna get there. I knew we were gonna get there.
You had a feeling.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, like stuff like AI, man. Like in terms of songwriting, actually, I was being funny the other day. Then I thought, dude, write me a song about this and that and this and that, and it literally gave me like what I wanted, man. So it's,
do you feel musicians should be concerned?
No, not at all. Like, I mean, if you don't have to be concerned, because you can decide for yourself. Okay, I don't want this. I want something realistic. Let me write it myself. But I'm 100% sure there are people who has already started with it, and someone who has recorded an AI song, but their song credits they take for themselves. And I actually see no wrong in that, because at the end of the day, man, we have as technology adapts, or as technology improves, it's
changing.
Yeah, you just have to adapt to it, man. And
that's the thing with AI that is interesting.
Yeah,
is that like the cat's out the bag. We can't backtrack it now. Like, there's no use we sit around saying, okay, but let's not use it, and let's not this.
Exactly, because it is there.
It's done now.
It's done now, man. Yeah.
Now it's like, just get with the program. How can you use it
it's
most
a useful
effectively?
tool. It's a useful tool, man. But to be honest, I wouldn't, let's say, write a song or something with AI, because I see music as something that's really, it's a realistic art.
It's a human
thing, man. It's a human thing. So, but I'll definitely use AI for my studies. I've been doing that now for a while, so it's helping me a lot.
Okay, you're incriminating yourself.
Basically. Thanks, AI.
Nice.
Artificial intelligence.
I like it, man. ChatGPT on the next Tino track.
Oh.
Nice.
Songwriters, AI and Tino.
Open source AI. Nice.
But yeah, it's starting to get really scary at the same time.
But I guess the whole world is kind of scary.
The whole world
future.
is scary, man.
Like we're sitting right now, there's floods happening all across the Western Cape.
Literally, like 4 streets down here, there's floods.
Sea levels are rising. It's like life is.
What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna stream more Tino because the life is coming down, and we need to pad those stats up. So I'm gonna go stream some Tino after this. Cry into my pillow about the changing climate.
Yeah,
And
like you said, man. Like,
please eat some ice cream. Yeah,
like you said, I love this one song about Frans van Gogh, Frans van Gogh. The wêreld is mal.
Frans of Coke.
Yeah, Frans of Gogh. Yeah, the wêreld is mal. The world is really
It's
crazy, man. Like
yeah.
stuff that's happening. Just to think of it, and we're also part of it. Like and there's situations where you see stuff, but you can't really do anything about it, man. Like, yeah, I feel we're just being tested by Mother Nature sometimes. And
yeah,
I feel we're failing.
Well, we've talked about this about life being a simulation.
It is a simulation.
It is.
I literally live like in a simulation, and I'm sure a lot of people.
It's just like one big GTA game.
Exactly, especially South Africa.
Yeah,
like this GTA San Andreas.
GTA SA.
Yeah. San Andreas. That's perfect, man. But
man.
It is a fun country.
A comedy.
Too. It's a comedy.
It's a parody of itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see myself living in a different country than
it's a very exciting
South Africa
country.
And Zimbabwe. Obviously, now that's my home.
Yes. No, but I'm hopeful.
I've been drinking nothing for 2 minutes.
I appreciate you keeping up the facade of the show.
Like we must just keep the momentum. Trying to. It's literally nothing.
You have nothing to talk about. You just need to keep your hands busy sometimes. It's like that social anxiety if you're at a party. You're just sipping.
Have you had one of those?
Every time. Every time. That's why I have to have a drink in my hand.
Yeah.
But this is actually recently is not so bad.
Okay.
Because I don't really drink alcohol that much anymore.
Yeah.
But then I'll just have something in my hand.
What you go to? Let's say you have to.
If I'm drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
Like a good beer, man.
Okay.
Like a beer.
Any beer.
Not any beer.
Okay.
Don't really smoke like Black Label. Especially not Castle Light. Not a groot.
Black Label is powerful, man. That's dangerous stuff.
That's the lifeblood of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed when I think I realized that like my first year, actually last year, like it's originating from Canada.
The
I was
Black Label.
so disappointed.
I've
always thought something from Cape Town that was made from Cape Town or Joburg or something.
We've made it our own. I'll say that.
Yeah, we've made it our own.
Yeah.
I think we can claim the origin now.
Yeah. But one thing that is inescapable in the Afrikaans scene, in the Afrikaans culture, in the Afrikaans industry, we all know it. Some of us love it, some of us hate it. Yes, the groot beer. I want to hear you. I want to hear your gevoelens.
I love brandy, man. I love brandy. Like when I fell in love with the Afrikaans culture, I fell in love with.
Maar nou dat ons seker Afrikaans nou praat, as ons op brandewyn praat. We kan switch die taal.
Ja, okay, dan kan ons maar Afrikaans praat.
Ja, fuck. Man.
Ek hou baie van brandewyn. Brandewyn glad nie breek nie.
Ja.
Dit is maar soos dis my go-to.
Dis jou
my go-to drink, ja. 'n lekker Omrikilo op 'n Vrydag na klasse voor 'n show, baie ys, dubbel, lekker Coke. Dan is ek
van 'n lekker vuil Coke vir jou.
Ja, maar brandy is regtig soos dis baie nice. Ek like my whisky ook.
Okay.
I was also nou en dan.
Nogal.
I was also nou en dan I loop so on the rocks.
Manier.
On the rocks, maar on the rocks is eigenlijk lekker. Ek drink hom net omdat dit fancy klink.
Ja, jy wil net manlik lyk.
Ja. Eintlik wil ek net coke en donder in the rocks ook, man. Yes. Alles coke.
Ja,
Ek hou van lekker goed.
Yeah, why do you have to pretend you have to be a manly man?
Dude, I've pretended like a lot with whiskey. That people ask me, "Biggie whiskey, man."
And you're like, yo, this is lekker inside you. But it's an acquired taste. I must say, I've grown to appreciate the taste of whiskey. I actually quite enjoy it. I like it on the rocks nowadays.
What's your favorite whiskey?
Well, it's not very fancy, but I like that it's South African. I like a Baines. I like that. Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Plain and simple. I'm not a fussy character.
I don't know. My favorite whiskey is Brandewijn.
My favorite beer is Brandewijn. But that's a proper Afrikaans thing, man.
Yeah, it is proper. It's so nice to see like in a culture, like how different cultures like accommodate like different stuff. Like if I think of brandy, man, I think of Afrikaans culture.
Yeah, but what are you guys drinking up there in Zimbabwe?
In Zim, we've got they call it
kind of beer.
Yeah, they call it, it's like a traditional beer, Chibuku. Yeah, Chibuku. That's like a traditional beer in like this brown bottle.
Yeah, it's kind of like, does it look like milky kind of?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's dangerous. But
I wonder with the family gatherings.
Yeah.
Is that quite prevalent at the family gatherings?
At the family gatherings and stuff, there's always this one uncle that brings his 6-pack Chibuku, but one bottle is like 1.5 liters, and it brings a 6-pack.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, but I love studying cultures, man.
Well, that's one thing that unites all people, drinking.
It's just like the social in it, eh?
Yeah.
Like it really unites people, like especially now during this the World Cup now.
Yeah.
Like you see all the cultures together, just partying together, supporting for the same team, Springboks. So
so that we I feel like we can be drawing some parallels now with sports and music in terms of its capacity for bringing people into one space and making them feel one thing.
That's so true, man. Music and sport.
Because you're passionate about both of them.
Yeah.
What do you feel is similar between them?
Between music and sport, you have to think hard. There is a lot of answers like in the back of my brain, but
because what I find interesting with music, if we're looking at a pro level of music, like the session musicians, is the discipline.
Yeah.
And because if you're a professional sportsman, there's a lot of training, there's a lot of routine. In music, that's very similar. You're doing your exercises, you're being methodical about what you're learning next, how you learn it. If you're really professional, you're not drinking before shows. If people are going on big tours. If you're a singer, if pro level singer, you're careful about what you put in your body. You're going to bed early.
Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like it's very similar actually between an athlete and pro musician.
And a pro musician. That's so true what you're saying.
Like the high level of musician,
Discipline, definitely number one. And then one that I can actually add to the list too is respect. Because one thing I learned with the rugby too, like respect your opponent, respect your teammates, respect your gym in the weights too, man. Like, and then with the music too, like I respect my guitar. Like I wouldn't just leave my guitar anywhere. I'd make sure that it gets in a safe zone. And if you put that respect together, and that it's really strong value.
Yeah, it comes back to you.
Respect other people too, like all the people around you.
But that's one thing that I appreciate about the Afrikaans culture is the thing about respect, Tani. Addressing
definitely.
people in a certain way.
Yeah.
I felt in the English culture, it's not as big of a thing.
Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I must say, like I'm also used to it too. Like our values at school was nederigheid, respect, loyaliteit, and they did hammer on those values, and it's really funny. Not funny, but it's interesting to see that I'm still carrying those values, man. Like everywhere where I go.
But like if you come into an Afrikaans household, and because this just happened now, like just now, like you come into someone's home, and you addressing the older person as Umantani, and they're like, yeah, the minute did for my son.
You're fucking woman, man.
That's every festival we ever go to. Anyone comes up to Tino, you're fucking woman, man.
Yeah, but I'll just keep on saying it.
Yeah, but like it's hard for you to not say it.
It is hard, man. But I always tell people to like, I'm going to struggle not to say Umantani. So, it's just my way of showing respect. And yeah, you have to make it's an impression that you have to make too, like in a respectful way. Like you just treat people with respect. And I'm sure the Afrikaans culture knows it too. Like Umantani, respect. So like coming from humble beginnings, shall we say? Is that fair to say? Coming from Swellendam? No, I don't come from humble beginnings.
Not?
Dude, I started here.
Started from the top and now
I'm joking. Yeah, definitely, man. Like if I look like at my background and stuff, I'm so glad. Like I grew up with the people that are humble, or that know their background too, and that motivate each other's my friends and my family members, and I feel like there's no reason to act otherwise, because I know my background and I don't want to go back there. I just want to build from where I am now and just go onwards and upwards. But
but I've noticed with you from the year that we've been playing together is that you have a very strong mindset, a very positive mindset. Where did you get this? Did you teach it to yourself? Was there a time where you didn't have such a mindset, or was it instilled to you by your parents?
I think it's just a natural thing, like that I taught myself, and I picked it up from my parents too, because my mom, especially my mom, she has always been positive about anything. Like it can be any negative situations, she'll always find the positive in any negative thing. Yeah. So but once again, it's something natural in me. Like I believe in positivity. I do get times too, like when I feel okay, failed. There's no other option, but this is it. But then there's always that one person, because I like sharing my stuff that I do, like with my parents too, and then my mama always just come back to me and just be positive again, and then that'll automatically just change my whole mindset. But positivity is key, man. Like, and it doesn't take anything away from anyone, and it's something that's easy to spread too, like positivity. Like I can just spread it now quicker than a virus. To you too. So and I see positivity.
It's like a smile. It's
contagious. Exactly. Like just smiling, that's already like positive, and you can automatically just share it with anyone else. Instead of just coming in like this. Bleak. So facial expressions too. It does a lot. Facial expressions. And
what would you say, like with the way that you interact with people? Was social interaction always something that felt natural to you?
Up until now too, I still feel like
you're figuring it out.
I'm still figuring it out. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. I'm an autopilot. I just go with the flow. Like if I get somewhere, I just try and fit in. And adapt to the vibe. And try and, if I don't know anyone at the place, I'll try and figure out the whole setting and the whole vibe, and try to know other people and stuff. So but I'm still trying to figure it out. Actually, like
I think we all are.
I think everyone.
No one really figures it out. I think.
But I do have, let's say, a lot of friends too, like who are introverts, and but I feel like each and every introvert too has the social side too. Like they just need to be like the right place and the right people too, so that they can feed from each other's energy.
Well, we're social creatures, humans. You can't be on our own too much.
You can't.
No,
you can't.
We'll go insane.
You can't.
I speak from experience.
No, you can't. That's so true what you're saying, man. You can't be on your own for too long. You somehow you are gonna get social.
And in terms of your future, you obviously learned guitar quite quickly. And would you say you're a fast learner?
In terms of guitar, I've been playing guitar now since grade 11. That's 2019. We're 2023 now. And I feel like I got the hang of it. Like I know more or less what I want to do and where I want to play it, especially let's say with guitar now. But there's still a lot to learn. Like, and there's a lot that I am going to learn.
And you have the vision.
I have the vision. Yeah,
you can see it.
I
you
know,
feel like it's gonna happen.
Exactly. Yeah, I know where I am, and I know where I want to be. So yeah,
and
now
you have no doubts it's gonna happen.
No doubts at all. I know that it's gonna happen.
That's amazing.
Just connect with the right people and just spend let's say even if it's an hour that I spend a day.
Yeah. Putting something towards it.
Learning on YouTube or learning from guys like you or people who I look up to. So yeah, there's still a lot to learn. Everyone actually, you'll never not
you
learn.
believe anything is possible?
Anything is possible, man. Like I've really experienced it, and I really believe in those simple words.
I agree with you, man.
Everything is possible.
That's one thing. If we were talking about what I've learned from music, and I'm sure you might agree, is that anything is possible. There's time before I started playing anything, I was like, how the fuck are you gonna make sounds nice, come out of it's like a wooden box with like metal strings on it, man. It doesn't make sense.
Mindset. If you have a strong mindset, then you're on the right path, man. Like it's and if you don't have a strong mindset, it's something that you can just teach yourself just to get that strong mindset.
Yeah.
Watch podcasts like these.
I would say podcasts really helped me. I love listening to artists.
Who inspired you, like, in terms of podcast?
When I was much younger, like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan was a big one. John Mayer. I just love listening to exceptional people talk, and the adversity that they had to experience and go through.
Yeah,
and just like, even if there's days where you don't believe, you don't stop.
Exactly.
You keep going.
Yeah.
And
planning somewhere.
We're very early in our journey.
Yeah.
But I know we won't stop.
Definitely. No, there's no stopping, man. And I'm so, like I said earlier, I'm so excited for you too, for the podcast. I'm sure it's going to get bigger, biggest. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. Kapo in Afrikaans.
Thank you, Tino.
Thanks to you, James. Thank you so much. So it's a big honor to be like the first guest here on the brown couch.
There would be no one else that I would have on my couch.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for watching, and big thank you to Your Sound Company for sponsoring the equipment for this episode. See you again.